So the Pittsburgh Steelers just got a massive wake-up call, and what I want to talk about in today's video is the fact that Detroit Lions star pass rusher Aiden Hutchinson, he's officially cleared after suffering a broken leg last season. The guy is in line for an absolutely massive payday with the Detroit Lions. So you might ask, what does this have to do with the Pittsburgh Steelers? Well, I'm going to tell you, this is going to massively, drastically affect the Steelers' plan for TJ Watt, or at least it definitely should. The thing is, they need to move even faster to get this extension done for TJ Watt. The Hutch situation, it means the clock is ticking, and it's also other players as well. But if this Hutchinson deal gets done as quickly as I think it will for Detroit, TJ is just going to get way more expensive. Waiting any longer for the Pittsburgh Steelers is just absolute foolishness. And you see like Chicago doing it. You see the Detroit Lions doing it. They are getting ahead on these player extensions. They're not waiting until they have to give out the money. They're extending, getting a little bit of a hometown discount. But even if it's not a hometown discount, they are getting what the market is bearing right now, so they can be under the market and have bargain contracts a couple years from now. And that's exactly what they're doing. The last thing that the Pittsburgh Steelers want to do is what the Cincinnati Bengals have done. That's been the definition of foolishness. Waiting so long for Chase's deal, waiting so long for Higgins' deal, actually tagging him 2 years in a row. They ended up paying top dollar for both players, and now they have a problem. Trey Hendrickson wants to get paid, and I don't think the money's there. And they're being stubborn, and they're going to do the exact same thing. They're going to trade him for pennies on the dollar, or they're going to back up the Brinks truck for a 30-year-old player, but he is coming off a 17-sack season. But anyways, let's go back to this. Let's go to what NFL insider Ian Rappaport had to say. Now that Aiden Hutchinson is fully cleared, I believe that he'll get a huge deal from the Lions very soon. He will be among the highest paid edge rushers in the NFL, as he probably should be. Now we're looking at the Steelers, you guys, right? The Pittsburgh Steelers fans, or at least everyone outside of being a fan, they've been really distracted, right? And so have we. We've debated the merits of signing quarterback Aaron Rodgers, kind of went way deeply into the trading of receiver George Pickens, but under the radar, the real potential problem that's brewing, the real problem with this offseason is the fact that TJ Watt is not signed. What's up? This is Sports Talk Steelers. I'm Sean. Hey, confession to make. I am a diehard Bears fan with the Bears channel. Check out Sports Talk Bears. Would love to have you there as well. When Justin Fields came to Pittsburgh, I started watching you guys. I got really intrigued. Before I knew it, I had a channel. And now my love for Justin Fields, it brought me here. But I'm also saying my dislike for Aaron Rodgers. It very well might keep me here. So like and subscribe if this is fun, if this is helpful to you. And would love to grow this channel with you. So let's kind of get back to TJ Watt in this situation. And we're looking at the Cleveland Browns. This hostage situation that Myles Garrett put them in, the deal became significantly more expensive, right? Myles Garrett signed a record 4-year, $160 million extension early in the offseason. And now, right after that extension, TJ Watt is watching. I don't know if you remember, he not so subtly took to Instagram, posted a picture of himself giving a peace sign as he walked off the field. A definite message there. And if you're looking at Watt and Garrett, they've been linked their whole career, right? 8 years to be exact, both from the same draft class. And Watt was actually drafted after Myles Garrett in the 2017 NFL draft. Man, that seems like forever ago. And what did Watt do? He beat Garrett to winning the Defensive Player of the Year award. He had a 20-sack season. Garrett just got paid, but he hasn't done either of these things. And then let's look at the Pro Bowls. Same amount. And the huge difference now is just their paycheck. And you can argue that Watt has been a better player. Watt is at $28 million per year. Garrett is now at a league-leading $40 million. Man, we got to get this deal signed. That money is just going to get higher and higher. Now let's kind of compare that gap with another player comparison, and this will kind of make you laugh. Athlon Sports, they pointed out that the gap between Garrett and Watt is the same as Watt's gap, equal to that of New Bear Dio Odangbo. For the record, Dio is the 20th highest paid pass rusher, and their pay gap is the same as Watt's gap with Garrett. Watt's not going to be happy with his contract. So what are you waiting for, Pittsburgh Steelers? Get this job done. And we're talking about, yeah, granted, he's 30 years old, but he still remains one of the NFL's elite players. And at the annual league meetings last week, GM Omar Khan, he said that the team hopes to see Watt finish his career with the Steelers. Once again, no urgency. I'm not going to get into the contract numbers, but if you're referring to TJ Watt, I assume I'll just say that I'm very hopeful that TJ will finish his career as a Steeler. How good has TJ Watt been? On an off year, I'm talking about last year, he had just 11 and a half sacks this past year while dealing with some injuries. Watt noted also that he wants to stay a Steeler. Contract negotiations can be slightly hairy, but where is the urgency here? Now, the Steelers they have a history of doing right by TJ Watt, so maybe that's going to help Watt be a little patient here, maybe negotiate a little more. But we're looking at the Steelers. They made him the highest paid defensive player in the league back in 2021. So they've already backed up the truck once from him. They've shown that they're willing to do it. And that's when he signed a $112 million contract back then. Now he's in the final year of that. Just pay him his money. No way he should leave Pittsburgh, and Hutch and Parsons are next up. Yes, Micah Parsons, he very well might reset the market in an absolutely insane way. Micah Parsons, it's being rumored that he might command up to $200 million on a new contract. That's going to dwarf what Myles Garrett got at 160. Hutch is up to be signed. Trey Hendrickson, he's either going to stay with the Bengals or he's going to go somewhere else. He's not super old still. Kind of the same year, kind of the same age bracket. He's going to command big money. You got to get this done. And Watt deserves it. Once again, I'm going to go through this just a little bit more. Tyler Sullivan said this really well. Watt's current AAV sits at roughly $28 million, so this would be quite a raise for the 30-year-old. That said, he deserved it. He deserves it. Since signing that deal in 2021. And this is the beautiful part of this. Watt absolutely balled out after signing, I can't talk, sorry guys. After signing that 2021 contract, he's won the NFL's Defensive Player of the Year award since, added 3 more All-Pro nominations to his resume, and he's actually coming off a 2024 season where he posted 11.5 sacks, that's down, but a league-leading 6 forced fumbles. That's the thing. A banged-up year, and he still led the league in forced fumbles. I mean, there's some risk involved with extending players in their 30s, right? He might decline a little bit, but even with that, he's still going to be elite. Owners are probably annoyed with the Browns, though, because Garrett Steele, it actually raised the market by a whopping $5 million per year. I would love to hear those owners' meetings, them saying to the Cleveland Browns owner, like, WTF, what are you thinking there? Thanks a lot. You just made things a lot harder. Then you've got the Trey Hendrickson situation. He's actually coming off a 17-sack year and applying pressure to the Bengals to either extend him or trade him. Regardless, he's going to get paid too. You guys let me know. Like and subscribe. Let's talk about it in the comments. What do you think TJ Watt is worth? Do you think he is worth maybe they go $41 million per year on this new contract just to give him a little leg up on Myles Garrett, because certainly he's had more accolades, and the defense, the team for the Pittsburgh Steelers has definitely been way more successful than the Cleveland Browns. We'll talk soon. I will continue to be here with Pittsburgh Steelers news on the daily, and thanks so much, guys.